the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
Boy, it is a big weekend here. We have those celebrations. We have some spring football games in a couple of parts of the state. Lacey, a lot of folks are going to be outside.
Absolutely. And for tomorrow's the day you want to be weather aware, for sure. Tomorrow we have severe storm chances that are increasing for central Oklahoma, kind of up and down the central portions of our state. And all modes of severe weather would be possible. And right now those storm chances, again, are upping. More on that coming up. What you need to know for today is it's windy. Okay, first of all, by the time we get to this evening and tonight, it will be just flat windy with winds gusting, especially northwestern Oklahoma, at 60 to 65 miles per hour. So let's just talk about the wind first. Through the day today, 35, 40, 45 mile an hour gusts during the daylight hours. As we head into the evening hours, winds pick up northwestern Oklahoma in that zone where you see the brown. That's where winds could gust over 60 miles per hour. It'll be windy across the state tonight, and that's your Saturday morning. Winds are still gusting 45 miles per hour. Today, we do have a chance for severe weather as well. The storms will start way back in the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles. The dry line is setting up there now. We do have blizzard warnings, just how potent the storm system is to our north. And we're on the warm side. This time, that's where we're staying. The cold front does make its way in here after midnight tomorrow night. Right now, a few showers ongoing up in Logan County, up near Guthrie, headed towards Mulhall, back to just west of Dover. Rest of the state dry. It's 70 here in Oklahoma City. Winds are right now 25, 35, gusts to 40 in the northwest. There's the dry line. Behind it, temperatures are in the 50s. Ahead of it, humid and 70s. We're climbing back up into the 80s later today, mid 80s in western Oklahoma, and out in the panhandles will be hotter and just along and ahead of that dry line. Isolated thunderstorms are going to be possible once again, and those will have the chance to become severe. I think the highest threat today stays in the panhandles, and then as storms make their way towards the main body of the state this evening, they start to weaken. There is some data that suggests they're still holding on for parts of Harper, Ellis, Woodward County. And you know our trackers will be out there and they will let folks in western Oklahoma know what these threats are. I think for sure winds are going to be a potential, especially as storms are collapsing and weakening. We'll have the threat for up to tennis ball size hail as storms are starting to dissipate, and there will still be a tornado threat in far western Oklahoma this evening. So we're monitoring that. I think they'll still be isolated in nature. Tonight, temperatures will be in the 60s, some low 70s. It'll be very windy tonight. And for your Saturday morning, you may wake up to a few pop-up showers, kind of like what we have going on this morning in Logan County, but a little bit more numerous up and down central Oklahoma. 20% chance. And by the afternoon, this main storm system is nearing us, and the energy is right here across the southern plains. And that's why storms are expected to erupt as we head into the evening hours of your Saturday. We'll have a chance to warm into the 80s, 90s behind the dry line. And future Next Gen has those showers in the morning, and then watch the clock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock. Storms try to fire right along the dry line just to the west of the metro. Those become more numerous into the evening and pick up in intensity as the low-level jet starts to kick in just after sunset. And these storms will have to be monitored very closely. The way it looks right now, rain looks likely in the metro with this setup as the dry line gets closer and the cold front nudges in tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. The threats will be all modes, large hail, damaging winds, and a low tornado threat. So again, we've kind of shifted this zone daily depending on where the setup is. Tomorrow, that zone is across central Oklahoma. And as far as the largest hail, we could have golf ball to tennis ball size hail when those storms especially initially form from Clinton to Fort Cobb to Lawton to OKC to Stillwater, back up to Ponca City. Not every storm will produce tennis ball size hail, but that's kind of the largest size that will be possible with some of those updrafts. There is a tornado threat, which each of those storms as well. It's on the low side. It's not just a complete classic setup. There are some things working against us tomorrow, but it's something that you need to be prepared for, especially we're always concerned about your weekend because you kind of want to unplug. Don't completely unplug tomorrow. Damaging winds also possible. Rain ends early Sunday, so for the Memorial Marathon, rain chances are very slight. Winds will pick up out of the north on Sunday, but we'll still rebound back up to 70, 60s on Monday, and then we'll have another chance of rain, guys, and that's the end of next week. Back to you.